April 15th, 2013. A tremendous drop in the price of gold per gram here in Asia. Still advertising it, and they still have a lot of product, but big drop in gold. Right on the street. Well, we can see today that gold's trying to recover, and it has a little, but it's been a terrible 2 weeks. We'll see what happens here. The spot price here in China, right around 275, and then 287. That's buy and sell. Push and pull the spread. So still a lot of people shopping, so there shouldn't be any problem with demand per se. It's always high in Asia. So I see a lot of product in the street. I don't see any restrictions on sales. And so it's, business as usual in China.
This week, coming out of the news, China Jianyin chief supervisor dies. Wang Shitiang, 60, chairman of the board of China Jianyin Investment Company, died in Beijing this week by jumping out of a window, and speculation is that he did so due to heavy losses in the gold and silver market because of the takedown over the past week and a half, 2 weeks. Trying to get more information on this, but it looks like a lot of people have lost a lot of money with this calculated and some say manipulated takedown of the gold and silver price, which we haven't seen a bottom yet, in my opinion. But it looks like this guy was pretty high up. He was at once the party chief in Beijing for a state-owned firm that is involved with investments. So pretty serious stuff. The losses must have been pretty high, but this reminds me of back in the day, early 20th century, with the stock market collapse, and things got overheated, people got out of hand, and their emotions got the best of them, and you saw people jumping out of the windows in Wall Street. Well, it's starting to happen here, so we'll keep an eye on it and see what happens next, but not good. Heavy losses taken by many well-heeled investors. Okay, I also want to bring to your attention the recent report by Zero Hedge on Hong Kong Gold Exchange running out of product. I have not heard anything close to that being as fact, and I don't want to go with one source from Zero Hedge as being fact, because as you all well know, China is a #1 producer of gold and the second largest gold market. And so what I'm seeing here in the mainland is anything but shortages, especially over the counter. And I've got close to a dozen different business cards and contacts with some of the companies that are involved with the big investors of gold and silver investment grade. And you can call those firms with that information and find that here in the mainland there is no major shortages. This could be a short-term thing in the Hong Kong market, which is different slightly than the Chinese mainland market as far as gold is concerned. It's even saying in this link here that I'm going to leave down below that a lot of the jewelry stores in Hong Kong are coming up with shortages because it is a much smaller area and larger demand can wipe them out temporarily of product. But in the mainland here, in at least 2 different major cities that I've been to in the past week and a half, no shortages, and I do not believe that there will be any time in the near future, because this is a great market for physical precious metals. And finally, this story comes from Global Times, which is one of the mouthpieces for the mainstream Chinese government here for press. Struggles force China's richest village to reinvent itself. This reminds me a lot of the BMW town that everybody was talking about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. where everybody in the small village had BMWs, and everything was great. Life was perfect and prosperous, and how it was a miracle. And then we found out that the bad loans in the city were so bad that people were lighting themselves on fire. You had all kinds of shenanigans, and when the truth came out, it was, as you can imagine, a giant Ponzi scheme. This richest village in China here is rumored to have the highest per capita income in almost anywhere in China. They built a 74-story skyscraper with a cost of about 3 billion yuan. The hotel observation deck's on the 71st floor. And this is a small village here, okay? Local residents have as much as $250,000 US in savings and other assets per person. But now they're finding that the economic bubble is bursting. The largest industry in the village is a hardware factory, and now that's going not so well. Tourism is down, and a whole host of other things that are making it very difficult for residents of this village to realize the income and lifestyle that they are accustomed to. And this is the story of China now. With this economic slowdown, you're seeing more and more of these stories of what was a brilliant, or hailed as a brilliant, economic success story in little cities and villages that had no reason to put up 70 some floor skyscraper hotels, and now they're becoming it's becoming more evident that it is a fake economy.